Okay, I'm back. Yeah, there was a shortage of memory because I took a lot of episodes and I didn't delete them off the camera. And we're still in the very early stages of. Um, we're only at like the 35th question, so we've got a long way to go. Um, what types of holidays do you prefer? I prefer the holidays that bring people together. You know, Christmas, um, Halloween sometimes. New Year's is always kind of nice. You got 4th of July. You know, anything that really brings people together. You know, stuff that, you know, well, I said Halloween because, you know, you hang out with your friends, you gather up with your hall mates and make your hallway super spooky and everything. I'm going to sit a little closer to the camera because I noticed that my voice is actually kind of quiet. Okay, let's see. What's the furthest you've ever been on holiday? I think that means on vacation, or like how long I've been. I think it means vacation because I used to play with a lot of people from England and Europe. So and I think that's what they used for it. The longest I've ever been on a vacation, not like a school vacation, probably a month, and that was down in. Actually, it was more like 2 weeks. Yeah, it was like 2 or 3 weeks, and I was down in Louisiana visiting my brother and sister-in-law. What's your favorite holiday? Christmas. I like the cheeriness and how everyone's getting really happy and everything just looks really sparkly and lit up and it just looks nice. Can I tap dance? No, I can't. What's your favorite zoo animal? I haven't been to the zoo in a very long time, although honestly when I do go, I love seeing the either the zebras or the camels because both of them seemed very interested in me, and so I was always every time I had gone to the zoo way back when, I was kind of like, oh hey buddy, how's it going? What's my favorite sport? Well, I haven't really done sports. The most I've done is basketball for 4 years in middle school, gymnastics for 4 years in middle school. Don't judge because I'm not a competitive person and we had to take 2 sports a year, and gymnastics was not competitive, so I just kind of went in there and just kind of fooled around. Me and my friend had lightsaber fights with the foldable balance beams and that was fun and we got away with it. Anyways, favorite sport, I guess if I had to say gymnastics, you know, it's fun, you know, it's not competitive and you just kind of, I mean, I know that there are competitive versions of gymnastics, it's just my experience with it has not been competitive. Favorite food, macaroni and cheese, the best ever. What's your favorite pizza topping? That's a tough one. Probably chicken, especially like buffalo chicken. Sorry, I got an urgent message from my roommate. Buffalo chicken, barbecue chicken, pizza. You know, I like that kind of stuff. My favorite film. Oh, there's quite a few. Personally, I love the animated ones. I love the How to Train Your Dragon movies. Those are the best. The second one was amazing, and if you guys want me to do a review on that, I will gladly. I also like Wreck-It Ralph and Big Hero 6 and the Star Wars movies. I like sci-fi. Favorite song? Oh, Boy, this question list is asking too much of me. Probably "You're Worth It" by Cimarelli. Now this song is it's recognizing that there's a lot of flaws that people can have that society judges them for, but you know, you're worth more than what society thinks is wrong with you, you know. You're worth more than what your height is or what your race is or how old you are or whatever. You know, your worth is determined by yourself, not others. That's kind of the message of the song. What's your favorite alcoholic drink? 1. I'm 20, I'm not 21. I don't underage drink. 2. I won't drink. I refuse to. I've had a few bad incidents in my past which kind of ruined the idea of possibly doing it, and so I just no. I really would rather not. Favorite non-alcoholic drink? Apple juice. The best, hands down, always. Although, if I had to choose a second one, it would probably be like fruit punch or something. Favorite TV program? See, now I don't really know if this means channel or like show, so I'm just gonna go with show. My favorite TV show would probably be either Friends or Code Lyoko, because those were my two main shows, and always will be. Favorite boy band? I don't like boy bands. I'm sorry, but I don't. For those people that like One Direction, that's your own thing, but no. Favorite girl group? Cimarelli Sisters. Hands down. 6 sisters, and they sing wonderfully, and I'm just a huge fan. What would be your ideal partner? I'm guessing this is asking like what I would look for in my dream girl. Either very tall or very short. Intelligent. Smarty. You know, kind of a smarty personality. If you're geeky, glasses. The glasses are a huge, huge thing. I see any girl that has glasses to be extremely attractive, and just, yeah. And I kind of want to list off a 5th one because I hate leaving it at 4. Probably brunette. A brunette, you know, brown hair. Well, I'm not really particularly like too picky on like what I see as attractive in terms of like hair color. Do you want children? Yes, just not at the current moment. I would prefer waiting till I'm like in my later 20s at least, maybe even 30s. I don't know. I haven't really given it that much thought. Sorry, I keep getting messages from my roommates, and it's repeating, and there's stuff going on. I just kicked my tripod. I'm so professional. If you could go back in time and change one thing, what would it be? High school. My senior year of high school, I went to public school for the first time in years. I was forced to go to private school because that's what the whole, it'll give me a better education, better people there, because I was bullied at public school back when I was in early elementary school, and my parents were upset at it, and so put me in private school. So I did that. And then I went back to public school, and I was extremely introverted and very kept to myself. I made friends, but not as many as I would have liked. You know, I wish I established more friends and more networks, you know. How many hats do I own? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5. Well, 5 that I wear. Are you any good at pool? I got introduced to pool last year. I'm decent. I'm not great at all. Like I can at least pocket a couple balls every once in a while, but I'm not good enough to be on like a team or anything. What's the highest you've ever jumped into the water from? I jumped off a high board once at a college campus, and that was fun. That was really fun. I wish I could do it again. Actually, I probably could, but yeah, I don't really know how high it was, but I don't want to give a wrong estimation because I was also a lot younger, so I don't really have a good representation for how high it was since everything seemed so much bigger when I was younger, and I don't know. It was maybe 2 stories high. I don't know. I feel from when I was younger, it looked like it was 2 stories high. That's all I know. Have you ever been admitted to the hospital? No, and knock on wood, hoping that I don't have to be. Have you ever had any brushes with the law? I'm guessing that means have I almost gotten in trouble with the law? No. However, my dad did get pulled over one time while I was in the car. Not my fault, but that's like and then a couple incidents back in the day where the law was involved, but it wasn't like directly my fault. So, no, I haven't. Have I ever been on TV? Yes, I have, but it was for a commercial. It was a commercial for my old public school, and then that was also premiered on their website. So, I mean, I guess I'm on a website and I'm on TV, so. Have you ever met any celebrities? I've met only one. I have met a lot of people know her. You know her from The Voice. Her name's Christina Grimmie. I met her and got her autographed CD. Sadly, I don't have it here. It's at home, but I met her when she went on tour with Selena Gomez back in 2011, I think. And yeah. And I saw her on YouTube before that, and I was like, oh my god, she's coming to the Selena Gomez concert, because Selena Gomez was my biggest, like, fanboy moment. Which is kind of sad, but oh well, everyone's gotta start somewhere. Have I ever been to Legoland? No, I haven't. However, I hear it's supposed to be great. Have you ever done something heroic? Not really. Defining heroic, I guess, kind of differs. Something that I view as kind of heroic, I guess, I was at a Walmart last year. This was towards the end of last year. And this girl, probably my age, maybe like 5'6", I think, blonde. I don't really remember much of it, but I know that there's this kind of creepy old guy that was like stalking her, and I was there looking to pick up paper towels, toilet paper, and usual dorm stuff. And she was over in there towards that area, and this guy was like, "Oh, you're very beautiful," and she's like, "Okay, can you please stop following me?" And she's getting really paranoid, and then he's like, "Oh, do you have a boyfriend?" And she's like, "Can you stop following me?" And so I was like, you know what, this has to stop. And although this is kind of creepy myself that I did, it was kind of a heat of the moment thing. I stepped in and I said, "Hey buddy, you wanna leave my girl alone?" And then he was like, "Oh, are you this girl's boyfriend?" And then I was like, "And what of it, if I was?" And he was like, "Oh, you're a very lucky man. You better take good care of her. She's beautiful." And then he wandered off, and so the girl said thank you and hugged me, and it was pretty nice. I didn't know her, but it was a little something I did. admittedly a little creepy myself, but I just kind of wanted him to stop bothering her, and I need to do something. And instead of, getting the security involved and all that, just get him off of it and get him on his way. Something very simple, less like complicated, that kind of stuff. Have you ever played practical joke on anyone? I can't say I have, but I can't say I won't. Have I ever been the recipient of a practical joke? See, now, there was a joke played that was supposed to be played on my, girlfriend at the time, and there was soap put on the doorknob because, what was it? Oh yeah, I gave her my key because she had to come in here and get her backpack because we had been playing Call of Duty, and so we were playing Call of Duty, and then I was like, oh crap, we have to go to class. So I quickly ran off. She was like, wait, I forgot my backpack. And so I was like, okay, well, here, take my key. Well, she went in there, got her backpack, came out, and apparently my roommates didn't like her that much because she was not their kind of person. So, and then I came back, and when I used the bathroom, I flushed, and I realized that there was some weird gooey stuff on my hand, and I was like, what the heck is this? Turns out my roommate had put soap on the little toilet handle as a joke for her. Well, I wasn't the recipient of it, I was a recipient of it, but it wasn't intended for me. Well, guess what? It's about to be some payback to this year. What would be your best achievement to date? Best achievement. I can't really say I have an achievement, but I've done several things that I'm proud of. I've started getting back into video. I've gotten into my radio stuff. Achievements. I don't think I really have any major achievements, Do I prefer baths or showers? Showers, although baths are always nice to relax with. Do you prefer towel drying, blow drying, or natural drying your hair? I usually, once I get out of the shower, I wipe my hair with my towel a good bit, and then I comb it out and let it air dry. Have I ever built a snowman? Yes, a couple times with my aunt up in Massachusetts. It was 3 in the morning one night, and we were extremely bored, so she said, hey, would you want to go build a snowman? And I was like, that sounds like a great idea. So we did it at 3 in the morning, and that was fun. Have I ever been famous? No. Well, not in the famous sense. I've been well known around a school before, but not famous by everyone. Would I like to be a big celebrity? I don't really want to be a celebrity. I want to be someone that inspires people and is recognized for that. I want to be someone that you think about me, and then you say, you know what, I remember that guy, he said this, which was really awesome, or that, or something like that. I don't want to be someone falling around by the paparazzi or anything. I just want to kind of leave my mark in history, I guess. How big is my TV? 32-incher. What's your most essential appliance? Computer. It honestly is a lifesaver. What type of music do I like? I listen to a lot of pop. I also like rock and a little bit of rap. Only really Eminem though, because he has a lot of meaning in his song and his lyrics. Have I ever been skinny dipping? No. I don't want to go skinny dipping. How many pillows do I sleep with? I have a back pillow and a regular pillow. So 2, I guess. What position do I often sleep in? I either lay on my left side or on my back. What do I wear to bed? Usually I wear pajama pants and a t-shirt. Or like when it comes to be like summertime, I just don't wear the pajama pants. How big is my house? Well, I live in an apartment that's relatively big, but not really. It's like a moderately sized apartment. Do I prefer sunrises or sunsets? Sunsets because I can witness them more, and there's just something about the ending to a day that kind of brings around like a magical time. What do I typically have for breakfast? Pancakes, sausage, hard-boiled egg. That's what I have here, and it's amazing. Do you like scary movies? Yes, I love scary things, whether it's scary games or scary movies. Have I ever been in a newspaper? That spot on TV that I had, I was also in the newspaper for that same advertisement. How long can I balance on one foot? I have fairly good balance because of my 4 years of gymnastics, so pretty long, I guess. At least a good 5 minutes. That's how long I've done it before. Have you ever fired a gun? Yes. I love guns. You know, they're kind of like a stress reliever for me. You know, if you sit there and, you know, even like with airsoft guns, which I love to play airsoft, just fire off a little bit. It's just kind of like you could feel the stress like leaving you with each shot. It's just really like relaxing. Have I ever tried archery? Yes, and I am actually fairly good at archery. What's my favorite condiment? Barbecue sauce. What's your favorite clean word? I don't really know. Like, you know, that's actually a really tough one. I mean, the one after this is, what's your favorite swear word? And I can answer that pretty easily, since I say it on a daily basis, at least once an hour. Favorite clean word is probably drive, because it can mean so many different things. It can mean like driving a car, or your ambition, like your work drive. It can mean like a hard drive, like you know, it can mean a lot of different things. It's kind of got like an intense feeling for me. Favorite swear word. Pretty sure this is most people's favorite swear word, but fuck. I feel really bad for saying that on my video now. I'm sorry. What's your least favorite word? Either, well, see, now most people say that moist isn't really like bad word, but it's not really that bad for me. I used to know my least favorite word. Gash, like a gash in your leg or something like that. What was the last film you saw? Big Hero 6 with my roommates. What football team do you support? I hate football. I don't follow it at all. The only reason that I know what teams exist is because that's all that's on the TVs in the dining hall, except for in the early morning where there's sometimes like you know, the legitimate news, or you know, the things that aren't like, you know, people passing around a ball. And oh no, someone fell and scraped their knee. Oh no, they're going to be out of the season for the rest of the season. Oh no. I'm sorry, but I absolutely hate sports. What's the tallest building you've ever been up? I've been up in the Tokyo Tower before. That's probably the tallest, the highest up I've been in terms of a tower or a building. Do I have any scars? I have only one scar, and that is from falling in the Appalachian Mountains and scraping open the front of my lower leg. I'm not going to show you because it's a little hard to see and the camera's all the way up here. But I have a little scar from a tree. I fell down a little bit of the mountain and I got a... Actually, no, that's where I didn't get a scar. That was on the side of my lower leg. Where I did get a scar is I was getting out of a pool and I smashed my leg on the stairs coming out and scraped it along. And so, yeah. Now I have like a weird, like, raindroppy kind of scar on my leg. What did I want to be when I grew up? I wanted to either be a video game designer or a soldier, because that's what I grew up around. If I could change anything about myself, what would it be? Be a little more outgoing. I could definitely use it, you know? Am I scared? Oh wait, what's the longest you've ever grown your hair? I've grown my hair actually longer than this. I'm going to get a haircut soon. But I've actually grown it much longer than this, like where this hair was actually like down to here. It was really bad. Am I scared of flying? No, I love flying. I absolutely love it. Would I rather trade some intelligence for looks or looks for intelligence? See, now it says some intelligence for looks, so I mean, I have a good bit of intelligence, and I don't know, I feel like, you know what, I would rather sacrifice my looks for intelligence, because if you're smart, you can go far in life, and that's not good. You can go far in life, and you know, you can do a lot with where you're presented if you have intelligence. You're gonna have to pardon me for a second. I seem to have accidentally cut my finger. Not exactly sure how, but sorry. It just kind of happened. Have I ever tie-dyed my own clothes? I wish I could say I tie-dyed this because it's actually pretty cool, but no, my one of my friends here at college tie-dyed this for me, and I have tie-dyed one of my own shirts before, but I don't know where it is, and I don't know if it even fits me anymore. So that's kind of up in the air. Let's see. How often do you buy new clothes? Not that often. I'm not really a clothes shopper. I do shop for new clothes, just not as often as, you know, I guess what people would say that I should. I do enjoy, you know, the new t-shirt or new hoodie or something like that, but I'm not really that big into going shopping for clothes. Am I reliable? Yes. Like, you can ask almost any of my friends and you'll know that I will go out of my way to help someone, or if someone needs to rely on me for doing something or saying something, I will do it. Am I proud of myself? Yes, I am proud of myself. Have you ever had a secret admirer? A couple, and they still have not come forward. There's been someone stalking my Tumblr for a little while, who I guess I would consider a secret admirer because they say that I'm attractive, and I'm like, oh, okay, well, why don't you tell me who you are? Oh, no, I don't feel like it. People like that anger me. Not in a really bad way, but just frustrating. If you could ask your future self one question, what would it be? Who am I going to have the happiest relationship with, no matter how long it will be? Do I hold grudges? No, I do not. It is extremely hard for me to even hate someone. If you could breed two animals together to defy the laws of nature, what new animal would you create? I would create dragons. Hands down, I would create a dragon. I would take a lizard and a bat and put them together and make some sort of dragon. Might not be fire breathing, but it'll work, you know. Do you decorate the outside of your house for Christmas? My mom and I don't, because we live on a second floor of an apartment, but we used to, back when we were all one big family. And that used to be pretty fun, even though I never got to take part in it besides handing the lights to my dad, who stood on a ladder, even though I am fully capable of doing that. Am I a good liar? I can be. I'm good at improv, so I can be a good liar. I don't lie unless it's absolutely necessary. Like, absolutely. Like, if I don't, then there'll be a whole bunch of chaos. I don't like lying, so I generally don't really do that. Am I a good judge of character? Most times. And even if someone has a bad, like, character about them, I can usually tell that something is clouding them from being what they could be. You know? How long can I go without talking? I've gone like 2 days without saying a single word. I wasn't mute or anything. I was just didn't want to talk. I was also going through a pretty bad time, so. Am I any good at charades? Another question, but I haven't really played charades before, but I have like once back when I was younger for a Spanish class. I mean, I'm kind of good at portraying it. I'm kind of good at guessing it. I can't really make an accurate guess at that. What has been your worst haircut / style? This. I hate it when my natural hair goes out and poofy like this. I prefer it to be shorter, in control, not all poofy and wild and untamed. You know, I prefer things to be a little under control. Let's see. Boy, can you ice skate? Kind of. I learned how to ice skate at the end of when I graduated from high school. I went out onto the ice rink and I hugged the wall and only fell once. And that wasn't even a fall. It was more of just me slowly starting to go into a split, so I threw myself on my butt. I couldn't do splits anymore at that point, so it was either die or land on my butt. That's how it seemed like to me. Can I somersault? Yes, and I still can. Forwards and backwards. I can also do cartwheels. Have I ever sleepwalked? No, but I sleep talk and sleep giggle. One of my roommates, who's not here right now, has heard that, and he says that I say the most ridiculous things ever. And I've also recorded myself sleeping, and I am very threatening for some reason, and I don't make sense at all. Like one time I said to someone, I'll hit you with a freaking brick. And I was like, what? I don't think I was even dreaming about hitting someone with a brick, or even someone being in my dream. If your parents hated your partner you currently loved, would you ditch her or carry on with her despite the protests? I've actually come to this before, because my mom didn't really approve of a girl that I was dating, even though it was a long distance relationship. It kind of sucks when your parents don't really approve of it, but I continued to date them. She wound up cheating on me, and that was something else, because I still remember it, and I still occasionally talk to this person, and I can't say that I can't say that I'll forget about it, since can't really. It's stupid. I will go into that in another video if you guys want me to. Can I do any accents other than your own? I used to do a good Australian accent. and a good English accent, but then they kind of got blended together. I can do a Russian accent though. Also, fun fact, I am 1/4 Russian. How do I have my eggs? Usually scrambled, although hard-boiled I have come to really like. Have I ever been in tug of war and did I win? Yes, and I was the main driving force in that tug of war because way back when I used to work out like crazy and I was really freaking strong. I mean, I'm still decently strong now, it's just, yeah. And now I'm getting that 5-minute thing again. I think I'm going to have to split this up into several different videos because this is not helping. I also have a lot of like outtakes from a new video that I'm going to upload, which I think you all will laugh at. It's of my roommates being roommates. But I'm gonna finish up this little last bit of this page. Can you stand on your hands unassisted? I used to be able to, however, now I need to lean up against a wall or someone needs to grab my legs. I'm also not upper bodily strong enough anymore, since I've gained a little bit of weight. Who was the last person to knock/ring at your door? We have a friend that's an RA in this building, and he sometimes comes up and hangs out and plays video games with us. Today he came up and knocked on our door to say, hey, can I use your Wi-Fi? And then we were like, oh no, the 2 dudes who produce Wi-Fi just left. And he was like, ah. How old were you when you last went trick-or-treating? I was in my senior year of high school, and I went with my friend and some of her friends, and that was during the October blizzard that we had, which was pretty fun. I was a ninja. Is your belly button an innie or an outie? It is an innie. I'm not sure where these questions are coming from, but they are very interesting, and I really want to keep going with these. However, I'm going to have to end this video because I'm running out of the little things up here. I have 4 minutes worth of footage remaining, so I'll be right back and I will continue with these questions. I'm going to make this a multi-parter, so bear with me.